viewers, this is Rowena from Crafts by Rowena. Welcome to another episode, and today I'm gonna be showing you something different. We're actually gonna make an accordion album with our paper. So if you're just starting out or you wanna dabble a bit in the mini albums, then this is a great tutorial for you. So what I have in my hand here is a 6x12 piece of paper, and I just had a 12x12 and cut it down in half. I'm using white, but you could use black or any other colored piece of cardstock that you like. I like to use it, make sure it's a little thicker. The pattern paper, if you use the pattern paper, it's not as durable. Anyway, so let's get started. Like I said, you cut down your paper in half, and that'll give you 2 of these sheets. Then you can use, I use a Scrapbook, and it's very easy to use. There's also the Scrapbook, or you could just use a bone folder, but I really like the effect of this Scrapbook. And so you just kind of line it up so it'll cut score halfway down, and then I'm just gonna use my tool here, and as easy as that. And I don't know if you can see, but there's kind of like a raised edge in here, and so what you need to do when you're folding, you have this raised edge up. As you can see, this one goes down, this one goes up. The part that goes up is the part, this is how you fold it. And so you just kind of fold it in half like this. And that's gonna be the basis for your accordion album. And I've already done 2 more pieces. And so how you put them together is you get out your adhesive, and I just like to put some on each edge, and then you take the other piece, one folds like this, then you take the other piece, so it's like this, and then just line it up to the fold where it's creased, and then you just stick it, and that's the start of your accordion book. Then you just kind of turn it around and do the same thing for the other side. And you can keep adding pages and make it as long as you want to, and you just keep adding them on, and then this would be your front cover. You could start on either of these pages and go like this. Then this would be your back. You can have this as a page, or you can decorate as the back of your album, and you can just start again on these 2 pages at the back. And so for this, I'm not gonna leave you without a layout. We're gonna do a 6x6 layout, and it's gonna be a real quick one. And what I'm gonna do for the other pages, for the other 4 pages over the next 3 days, I will be on my blog, I will be adding a page layout as well as a sketch. And today we're going to be using this sketch to do our album. So here I have Stampin' Up's Old Olive. This is a pink, I'm not sure what kind of paper it is. And here is from Basil, it's called Plum Delight. And this is the chocolate chip from the Stampin' Up. So these are the colors that I'm going to be using to participate in her color challenge. And so this is the picture I'm gonna use for a lot of my 6x6 albums. I like to use either a 3x3 picture, which this one is, or a 4x4. And I also use 3.5 by 5 inches for my pictures of my mini albums. And so for the base, I'm gonna use this pink because there's not a lot of pink in my photograph, so I'm just gonna kind of use it in the background. Then I got this pattern piece of paper and I cut it down about a 1/4 of an inch maybe on each side, so it would kind of be matted on here. And so let's add this on. And I believe when you have that 6x6 album, I believe in just putting a lot of adhesive on, because a lot of people bring it around and wanting to show it to everybody, so you want to make sure that everything is secure. And so here we go. That's the first step. And then since she's got purple in there, I was just gonna put it straight on, but I thought it would be really nice if it was matted on the lavender piece of paper. See, I think that really brings that out. So I'm gonna just mat it on here. Okay, and like I showed in previous video, I just like to put my picture on, and then I use my paper trimmer to crop it down in size. So I'm just gonna line it up here, cut this off, and that's easy. This side looks a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna trim it down just a tad. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, then I'm gonna mat it on here. Well, I guess add it on here. Once again, lots of adhesive using my ATG. And just gonna kind of put it here in the middle. So these are 2 colors, so I'm still missing 2 more colors for the color challenge. That's a chocolate chip, and I've cut this using my Cricut expression. And then for the old olive, I cut it just a little bit smaller, and then I put my journaling on there. So for this, I'm gonna use, oops, empty. That's how much I use it. Remember, I was making that 6x6 album for my family, for those of you who follow my blog. So I used a lot of those pop-up dots, and I needed so much. I needed some extra, so I had to go to my Stampin' Up consultant. Her name is Janice. She's so awesome. I'll put a link to her website on my blog, but she gave me an extra sheet so I could make sure I had it all done. But we're just gonna line this up here. I think it goes this way. Yep. Here. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna put some glue on here, some adhesive. Make sure this is the right way. Let's see, how should I put it? I'll just kind of have it overlapping here. And then, so that's it.